Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday, December 1st, 2021. I am Salad Blue Sister, and this is my turn to talk. Hello, the only crazy lady. You are number one. Welcome. And Frankie, you are number two. Welcome. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a good day on this first day of December while the world is coming to an end. All right, let's get started. So, today I want to talk about going to the other side of the mountain. And what I mean by that is, have you ever wanted to do or see something other people told you was out of reach? Have people ever told you to forget about or adjust your dreams because they believed they were ridiculous or unattainable? Does the mountain still have the power to draw you to it or draw you in? Welcome, feisty one. So, growing up, again, I grew up with parents who, especially a mother who, she was independent and she raised my sister and I to be independent. And we didn't rely on a lot of people, and we like to do certain things, whatever. Um, you know, um, when I first moved out to California, one of the first things I wanted to do was go skydiving, and people were telling me I was crazy, but I went, had a blast, you know, um, um, things like whitewater rafting, all of that stuff, wanted to do. When my mom and I would travel, we would do stuff that, a lot of people would not do. And some people would tell us that we were crazy. Some people still tell me I'm crazy about some of the things that I want to do. But, you know, why do people want to talk you out of things? If it's your dream or something that you want to do, why do people want to talk you out of it? And do you allow people to talk you out or talk you down? Um, I understand growing up, your parents may say, don't do that, because it is dangerous. You might get hurt. Don't hang out with those people. Don't do that. Don't ride a motorcycle. Don't get that sports car, whatever, because they think that you know is dangerous. But then when you start, you know, when you have dreams of doing something, you may dream to be a baseball player, and your mom and dad may want you to be a lawyer. You may have dreams of joining the circus and becoming a clown. But your parents think that it's ridiculous, or your friends will say, why do you want to do that? But if it makes you happy, if it's something that even if it's just something that you just want to try one time, why do um people want to talk you out of it, or like I said before, talk you down? Now, let me see. Crazy Lady says, "Do you still smile when you speak of these experiences?" Yes, I do. Yes, I do. One thing that I can say, living in the Midwest and dealing with cold weather and things like that, there was not a lot of things that in terms of outdoor stuff. Yeah, you can in the you can ride a snowmobile and things like that, but um I've, living in California, there are a lot of things that I wanted to do, and I have done them. I've jumped out of that airplane, and if I lived close enough to the airport where they had classes, I to this day still want to become a jump master. I want to be one of those people that when you jump out of the plane, that you see people doing flips and all the other stuff. That's what I would like to do. But I did have the opportunity to at least do it one time. I've been in a hot air balloon. I've been whitewater rafting many times. There are just things that for me personally, I don't allow people to talk me out of things. If anything, it makes me want to do it even more. But now I'm asking you guys if there's anything that you guys ever wanted to do that people are either have told you that you shouldn't do, don't do it, and then you never did, but do you still have that inkling to want to do it? Welcome, GB Man 45, Crucible Man, and IMYH. Well, they just left. So I want to jump out of a perfectly good plane. And crazy lady, so many people have said that to me. Why would you want to jump out of a perfectly good plane? Only thing I can say is because it looks like fun. So I have sent out invites. Does anybody want to come on and talk about anything that they want to do, wish they had have done, wish that someone did not talk them out of doing? Because there's, the world is vast. The world is big. There is just so many things, out there to experience. I mean, even from, not, doing necessarily extreme sports, but even the food we eat, So, um, is there anything that you guys, have wanted to do that people have told you that it was ridiculous or you were not going to be able to attain it? So that's my question of the day. Anybody? And Crucible Man, you are coming on. What do you want to say? See, I think you were coming on. Okay. No, you're not muted. You are not muted. You have to, did you tap the phone? The phone thingy? Because I don't see you on here at all. So you are not muted. You might want to go out and come back in. I'm not seeing you. I'm not seeing you at all. So you may want to, yeah, okay, there he goes. Okay, I was talked out of an idea, but I am trying to do it now. You want to come on, crazy lady? Are you in a position where you're able to come on and speak? Here, let me. Okay, there you are. There you are, Crucible Man. Let's see. Okay, crazy lady's here. I don't see Crucible Man. So, crazy lady, you go ahead and you go first.
Yeah, I was raised like, yeah, I'm like you. You don't tell me I can't try to do something because I will prove you wrong just because, I can. Uh, I mean, there's still a lot of things that I want to do, like jump out of a perfectly good airplane. I still want to do that. Um, but yeah, I was talked I was talked out of an idea, but now I'm trying to just say, screw it, I don't care, and go for it anyway. You know what I mean?
Is this an idea you want to share, or you want to keep it to yourself?
Well, uh, with my tarot readings and stuff, but I get nervous because like some days um I don't have good days. Like right now, I have like trouble finding words and stuff. So, and I get a little self conscious about that at times.
Okay, so when you say tarot reading, are you talking about tarot cards?
Yes.
Okay, so when you say that
Yeah.
you have bad days, you're saying that you can't read the cards correctly because you're having a bad day?
Oh no, I can't. Like right now, I'm having I can't talk right now because I can't the words.
Okay, I think Crazy Lady needs a little moment here. So we're going to give her a moment. And then if she wants to come back on, you are more than welcome to come back on. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Crucible Man, I see you're trying to come on here. I'm not sure what's going on with you today. Let me send out another invite. It says you are, I'm not seeing you. You are not on. Not sure what is going on, but you are not on. Okay, my icon is lit. I'm not seeing you. I'm not seeing you on mine at all. I'm not seeing you. So again, I'm not sure what is going on. Okay, GP Man is cooking. Not a problem. So I'm going to keep going. And Crazy Lady and Crucible Man, if they're able to come back on, you are more than welcome. Okay, so when you let's see, here comes Feisty One.
Okay.
Hello,
Can you
Feisty
hear?
One. I can hear you.
Hello. So I was thinking about your question. Are there things that people have talked me out of or that I've allowed them to talk me out of that I wanted to do? And I really can't think of anything. The only thing that comes to mind is going away to college. I was an incredibly shy kid, and um, someone that I was very close to um, attempted to talk my parents out of allowing me to leave the state to go to college. And because she just thought it wasn't, she said it out of love, but she just felt like I would come home and wouldn't succeed in college because I was leaving the state because of my shyness. And I didn't allow that to stop me. And yeah, I was laughing, telling a friend, I remember my parents dropping me at college and pulling off, and I started to panic. I'm like, oh my god, where are you guys going? And my father's like, let's go. And they're waving goodbye, he and my mom and my older brother. But I did have that moment of panic. But obviously, I completed college successfully. um, it was a great experience, and it is likely what I needed because I was so shy. It really helped bring me out of it. But I can't really think of anything beyond that somebody has, attempted to talk me out of. I don't know.
Have you ever tried to talk your children out of doing anything?
Probably yes. I have, and if I'm going to be honest, I'm thinking about why I've tried to talk them out of the things that I've tried to talk them out of. And in some instances, it was being overprotective, health related stuff. So my kid was diagnosed with cancer, with bone cancer, and he spent a year fighting for his life when he was in high school, and he wanted to go away to college, and that sort of freaked me out. Beyond, and it was only around his health. I was very concerned because my mindset was, and I even said this to him, college kids are nasty. You drink out of the same water bottles. Your immune system has taken a beating. And I really tried. Now, what we did is we controlled, my husband and I, good, bad, or indifferent, we controlled the school that he went to because he wanted to go to college in California. We got him to stay in the state. And sometimes I regret having done that, but I did it out of love and fear because, I was driven by fear. I thought, he was, he had finished a year bout of chemo and almost died and all these things, right? And then finished up high school, and mine was just driven by fear. So yes, I've tried to talk my son and daughter out of things but usually it's driven by being protective, I guess.
I'm sorry, I got something caught in my throat. You, but he understood what you were doing. Like,
Yeah, he, you know, as a young adult now, he certainly understands. I don't know that he understood then, because because the picture that was painted for him at that time was, I have a sister that's a year younger than me, and she's getting to select where she wants to go to school, and the things. So he wanted to go to school on the West Coast. My daughter ended up going to Yale in Connecticut, right? And so he, getting him to understand, he understood. Let me say that even then he understood. He was angry about it, but honestly, he was probably angry with the world just because he got sick. And I mean, he almost lost his life multiple times through his battles. So I just, but I think he really gets it now. As a young adult, he understands.
so is there anything that while he was going through that episode, and he was having good days, was there ever anything that he wanted to do, like an extreme sport or something that you talked him out of doing, as
So
opposed to not put like this? You would allow your daughter to do it because she was the healthy one, but she wouldn't let your son do it or try to talk him out of it because he had the health issues.
not extreme sports like that, but there is in our city. There's oh my God, what is it called? It's a big music festival. It's a 3-day music festival that comes to our downtown. And literally, just as I was about to say the name, it slipped my mind. It's Lollapalooza. And my son, all his friends are going to Lollapalooza, which is a 3-day music festival. And think about like this park packed with all these young people. And I'm just like, no way. Like, it's just not happening. And, his friends did what friends do. They called him while they were at the festival, trying to cheer him up. And really, it seemed like it depressed him even more. But yeah, like I was just like, no, that's not happening. You're not doing that. But
And
my daughter got to do it.
he was under the age of 18 at the time.
Yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
my daughter got to do it. She was with her friends. Um, and she only did one day because she opted to stay home with him. But yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Feisty One, well, I have another question for you, but let me welcome Revolutionary Bro and Thinking About Life 20. Um, so again, Feisty One, I'm asking you because you're the only one that is on the mic right now, but I will send out some more invites. So you've never had anything that you've wanted to do and someone has talked you out of, or something that's still on your bucket list that you really want to do before you leave this earth?
I honestly can't think of anything. So I guess I'm kind of boring. I was never the I mean, I was never the adventure thing. I don't want to jump out of a plane. That's stupid. I don't want to.
You know what?
That's
But
just dumb to
I
me.
bet if that I bet if that plane's about to crash, I bet you're gonna jump out of it.
Oh, you're right. But I just, in general, I'm like, I'm not an adventure seeker like that. I like doing things. I like, you know, I like camping. I like stuff like that. But I've never wanted to jump out of a plane. Like, I don't know. So no, I guess because I'm boring like that, nobody's had to try to. They didn't have to talk me out.
Well, remind me not to let you be my partner on the Amazing Race. That is another thing that I really want to do. I really want
I
to
would
do the
do that,
Amazing
but
Race.
I don't want to like.
No, but you might have to jump out of a plane. So you can't be my partner if you can't, do crazy
I'll
stuff, because
push
they do
you,
crazy
and then
stuff.
I'll meet you at the next destination.
No, 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 no. All right, Revolutionary Bro, you've been waiting patiently, sir. What would you like to say? You're going to have to unmute yourself. Revolutionary Bro, are you coming on? Okay, I think he stepped away from the mic. Okay, Crucible Man, I am not. I'm seeing your invites, and it says that you are on the speaker, but you're not. I would suggest you go out and try to get on someone else's live show, and if you're able to get on their show, maybe we can figure out what's going on. But I'm not seeing you. I see you pop up, but you're not one of the speakers. Your icon does not light up, so I don't know what is going on there.
So his icon is lit up from my perspective.
So you see him as one of the speakers.
Yeah. I see him and Revolution.
He's not on mine. He is not popping up on mine. So maybe it's on my end, but you guys are coming up, but he's not popping up. So Crucible Man, do you want to try to say something? If you're saying something now, I'm not hearing you at all.
Why don't you try typing a message? That way she'll know whether you're there or not.
Okay, he says, I have been. You've been speaking. I have not. I don't hear you. I don't see you at all. So, okay, Revolutionary Bro, you are here. Okay, so you are back. So what would you like to say? This might be a communication issue show because you need to unmute yourself. I see you, Bro, but I don't see, but you are muted.
And for the record, it looks like he's unmuted to me.
Oh, wait, hold on for a second. Okay. Revolutionary Bro, I'm not getting you. Maybe it's just me. If I see one, you're the only one that I'm hearing today. You and Crazy Lady. So I don't know. Let me try someone else. Thinking about Life 20. Can I just send you an invite and just see if you're able to come on? Can I do that? So could you accept the invite and just come on and say hello or something?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Revolutionary Bro. Okay, I can hear you. All right. I don't know what's going on today. So, welcome, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So you kind of know what we're talking about. Do you want to add anything that you've ever wanted to do that someone told you was ridiculous, or you let them talk you out of, or anything like that?
Oh, of course. When Amazon, when it first came out in the 90s, when it was nothing more than just a little small bookstore, I was going to invest into Amazon, and my kid's mom talked me out of investing, and I've been kicking myself ever since. Because I could have killed them at their early stage and grew with them. It wouldn't be like I just, invested a few years back and now I'm still growing. I would have made that transition from the little small Amazon all the way to what it's become. And that would have just been crazy money.
That would have been. that would have been. So, have you ever talked your children or someone else out of doing something that you thought was ridiculous?
No, and that's why I don't. This is why my children call me all the time, and they'd be like, "Dad, what you think about this?" or "What you?" And I tell them, in the long run, it's the decision that you make that's going to reward you or not. I said I can't make decisions for you, and since that decision that I let somebody make for me that I regret, I try not to really add too much input into somebody's life as a result of that. I don't want them to miss out on a husband or a wife or a job just based on something I said. And then they can point the fingers at me like, if it wasn't for you, nah, we're not having that.
So, is there anything that you want to do that's on your bucket list that you haven't done? Or let me put it like this. Well, okay, I'm gonna ask that question, and then there's a part two to this question, bro. Have you ever wanted to do an extreme sport, but you haven't done it?
No, every sport that I wanted to play, I played. I played basketball, I played football, I delved around, I played with baseball a little bit. But I mean, it's not like I wanted to do like UFC or anything like, and I boxed as well. So I think I covered the sports that, that was on my mind. Like, I don't see, I'm not jumping out of an airplane. I'm not bungee jumping. I'm not getting ran over by a herd of stampede. I'm not, riding around on bulls, and I'm not doing nothing crazy. Not because I'm too old. We don't heal like we did when we was young.
All right. Now, I would not do running with the bulls. I definitely would not. I would definitely would not bungee jump. But yeah, like I said, I'm sorry. I'm looking at what Feisty one is saying. Are you calling me a chicken? Or are you calling bro a chicken? Feisty one. You calling me a chicken? I'm the one that's jumping out of airplanes and going whitewater rafting, but I'm the chicken. Okay, but I still want to. I mean, I'm 59 years old. I still want to. If I had a place near me, I still want to become a jump master and you know
But
parachute. So
I
yeah.
understand that. I understand. Let me tell you why I understand that. Because I think, and this is going to sound crazy, but I really believe that women are just a little bit more adventurous than men, because women have more heart. And what I mean by more heart, I'm talking about the equating of heart with courage. I see women doing some things that I would not do as a man, that I wouldn't even think of. You want to know what one of them is?
I'm sure you're going to
Uh,
tell us.
all right, let me say this. One of the things that I see women doing that I would not do as a man, like when I be coming home from work sometime, like on the late night, I'll be seeing women walking through alleys at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not walking through an alley at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I feel like I'm setting myself up for failure. But women do that. And the reason why I think women do that is because women don't feel the danger that a man will feel. Like, say for instance, Blue Sister, if I saw you about to get robbed somewhere, right? And somebody looked like they was going to do something to you. I'm the type of dude, I might get out the car and be like, yo, we ain't having this. What's going on? You understand? But people don't do that for men. People will ride past a
Well,
man
bro,
getting.
hold on. Let me stop you because your key word there was if you saw me about to get robbed. Your key word was that
No,
might
I'm just saying, if
you
I saw
might
something,
get out of the car to
if I
help
saw,
me.
no, but I'm saying, like, people will be more inclined to help a female than to help a male. Like, if you were on the side of the road and your car had a flat tire and it was just you, a lot of men, even if they wanted to talk to you, they would still get out and be like, yo, let me change that to you got a spare. Ain't nobody doing that for men, which make it, kind of harder for men
Well,
to think that.
okay. Well, let me ask you this: do you think that? So you don't think that another guy would help another guy if they saw them getting into trouble or about to get robbed or
Maybe
whatever?
if
You don't
they
think so?
maybe if they knew them, or if they were kind of old and they thought that their sellings was kind of young, and they were kind of young, and they'd be like, pick on somebody your own. Maybe in that instance, but if everybody's around the same, nah, it's not happening. And that's why when you hear about nights at the clubs and stuff like, that's why you hear about it actually happen. You hear the end result of it, because not even the security wanted to get in. They didn't even want to involve themselves.
Okay, so again, so you going back to the original thing then. Wait, hold on. GP
Mhm.
Man says men by far the most victims of violent crimes, including murder. And yes, Bahram, I am doing well. So, in terms of just doing, either something an extreme smart sport or something. I'm sorry, my dogs.
Mhm.
An extreme sport or something. You think that women or females are more likely to be the adventurous ones because we just
Yes,
are?
especially when it comes to like jumping out of planes or skydiving or things of that nature. Do you know women deal with pain on a level that men don't even know pain? Men don't know the pain of a whole human being leaving their body. You know that's some extreme stuff. Just based on that, women, do you know a woman can have a man and he could be hardcore? He could pick his teeth with his boots, his work boots. But do you know if she go to the dentist with him, he'll find out just how soft he is? Because soon as the dentist pick up those tools, men almost collapse. Women could almost sit there and talk while a needle is being projected into her gums. Men don't have that heart. We don't deal with pain like that.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with everything. Does anybody want to jump in here and agree with Revolutionary Bro or not agree with him? I don't know. I think with the dentist thing, I think it depends. I think it depends upon the person. So
Could you
I don't
could
know.
you do me a favor, Solid Blue Sister? Could
Sure.
you either invite GP Man 45 or get Crucible back up? Because if somebody come in and either agree or disagree, you know why I would love for it to be a man so
Well,
that the women in
Bahram,
the
it,
audience.
well, Bahram is on. Crucible
Okay,
Man is
okay,
having issues with his mic, and GP Man is cooking right now. And I apologize for
okay.
my dogs. My Ring doorbell is ringing, and they are going crazy. So I am so sorry about that. But
That's okay.
Bahram, what would you like to say? Would you like to disprove, or I mean, what do you think about what Revolutionary Bro said?
I'm late to the show, so I haven't really been listening. I don't know what the topic is.
Basically,
Sent out an
the
invite.
question is basically, have you ever wanted to do or see something other people told you was out of reach? Have people ever told you to forget about or adjust your dreams because they believe they were ridiculous or unattainable? Does the mountain still have the power to draw you in? Now, what Revolutionary Bro is saying that women we can deal with pain more than men. We are more likely to do an extreme sport more so than men. Do you agree with that or do you not?
Dealing with pain. I know the old saying goes about women with birth pains and things, and I have a little joke about that where we men say when men get kicked in the private region, they never want it again, but you always hear women wanting more children. So what's the real sore one? But it's just a joke. It's just tongue in cheek. But no, I don't know. I mean, is it factually true? And does it really matter? I don't know. Uh, who can take more pain and things? I guess I'm still missing the point.
Well, no, no.
Uh,
I mean, you answered the question, Bro. Did he answer the question for you?
Not really, because I want somebody
Oh,
to
okay.
come and just co- give a solid, concrete answer. Like, to say what he said, it comes close, but it's almost like I don't want to pick a side. You understand what I'm saying? I'm saying either choose, A or B, and C's not an option.
Okay,
But
so Bahram, he wants you to choose either A or B. Either women
it,
can take more pain or women cannot. He wants you to take a side.
I don't know if it can be in that category of men. I get men or women because I'm sure there's some men that can take pain more than some women, and some women, like you, Solid Blue, could maybe take more pain than me. but revolutionary could maybe take. I don't think it's factually a thing that you can categorize that as a whole. I think each person is individual, and unless I'm wrong, maybe there is a study out there that has proven that as a whole women can. But I mean, I always think of tattoos. You know, a lot of people say I'm not getting a tattoo because it's sore, and some people can't handle it. And I mean that goes for both sexes. I know there's a lot of women that think it's too painful, and a lot of men that think it's too painful. So I
But
don't think
you
there
know
is
what? I'm glad you used the tattoos for an example, because most of the people that I know that have tattoos are women. Do you know
Now, see,
that?
and I can say, and because this is true, most of the people I know who have tattoos are men. So is it
Yeah.
because it's just their preference, or it's just, or are you saying that most people who have tattoos are women because they can take the pain? Because that doesn't
I,
really make sense.
when I see most people that, like, it's women that I know that almost look like a newspaper by design. And that means that they got sleeves on their legs, their arms, all over their body, on the small of their backs, on their feet, everywhere.
And
But most of the,
I have seen men that look the same way. I mean,
like
I'm
news,
in California. Come on.
oh, and then you know what you should. Then you should be seeing women every day with tattoos, because you in the Sunshine State, where most of the people that have tattoos get to show their tattoos all year round. See, where I'm at, they covered up half the year, but
Okay,
where you're at,
but you're losing me. So are you saying that women that people who get tattoos are mostly women because they can deal with the pain? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying yes, and I'm saying that women go a lot further when it comes to tattoos than most, because the pain that they can take. Do you know every man that I know that have a tattoo, even a small one, had to go get drunk or high just to lay down and get that tattoo? But women will go right in for after work like it's a happy hour and go right in and order a tattoo.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing because we went from the other side of the mountain to extreme
No,
sports
we didn't go from the other.
to
We
tattoos.
really didn't, because we're discussing how like who, because women even play football now. Did you know that
Okay,
women
yes,
are
women play football, but bro, what you're talking about is your
no
every
they play with
like Bahram said, every person and every situation is
uh-huh,
different. So you may I may go to the dentist and get my tooth pulled, and it may not be an issue. You can go and
uh-huh.
have a big issue, but the guy that comes in and sits in the chair next could get his tooth pulled, and he doesn't have an issue. It
But we're
depends
not
upon
talking
the
about
person.
we're, we're not talking about individuals. We're talking about the collective group,
But
and
even with
I'm
the
not
collective group, there are individuals in that
not,
collective group, and
but
you
you know
can't
what?
lump everyone
Our
in.
If they say that 50%, 70% of the class got an A, you can't lump in the people that got B's and C's because the 70% got an A.
Well,
So, but- no, I'm just saying, when you
no,
deal with
but
collective, you don't
those
deal with
individual
individuals.
okay, but those
You don't,
individuals make up that 70%. So if you take out two people
okay,
who didn't
but
get the
you,
A, you're not at 70% anymore.
but but you know that when you deal with individuals, it's called the isolated incident. You don't call group incidents isolated incidents. You don't do that. You only call. So how can we deal with the individual when it comes to the collective groups? We can't do that.
Okay, y'all. Now I'm just confused. I'm just
I'm
confused.
confused too. I'm confused. I'm right with you. I'm right with you. I'm confused too. Maybe I'm even more confused than you are.
All right, I am. Hold on. I'm gonna. Shy Lady's been waiting patiently. Do you want to?
Uh-huh.
What's the topic for today?
I'm just listening. I haven't even really grasped. It's kind of been when I came on. It was kind of like back and forth. So I'm gonna have to look at the top again. What is the
Okay.
topic?
Everybody keeps asking me what the damn topic is. I don't know what the topic is anymore. So
Well, all
so
right,
so
did you
so
read,
today we are just talking. We are just
all
talking.
right,
We are
did you
just
read the
having a
GP?
conversation.
Oh, it's
you read?
freestyle then. Okay.
Did you read what GP Man 45
Let's
wrote
see.
in the
Okay,
book?
okay. Revolutionary Man. I'm sorry. GP Man says tattoos, piercing, self mutilation is a sign of mental illness. Okay, now we're talking about mental illness. So,
Okay. So they
today
took
we
it
are
somewhere.
talking about whatever. And Feisty One has opened up her mic. So hold on, bro. Let's see what Feisty One wants to say. Feisty One, you have the mic. Feisty One, you there?
I don't see her circle.
Yeah, he's not up on
Okay,
the
now
call-in board.
okay, I see where it says it ended. Okay, so Bahram, do you want to say anything? Because now we're talking about whatever.
Yeah, I totally I get where he's coming from with, or sorry, if you're not GP Man, his comment about the tattoos, piercings, and his self mutilations a sign of mental illness. I totally get where he's coming from. I did a couple of years where I listened to a philosophy show as a podcast, and it was like every day for 2 years, and I learned a lot about myself and a lot about why we are the way we are. And I think a lot of our habits and the way you are, our persona, and it all leads back to our childhood. You can literally go back and when you watch your parents and you soak up everything. And I do get where he's coming from, where if these people that grow up and they're maybe self-harming, or they're doing things, it's maybe because they weren't shown any love when they were younger. There is that correlation there, but at the same time as well, some people, again, it leads back to what we were just talking about. Not everyone has had that experience, and maybe they just like the art and they like to show it off and things, or they maybe like to be have their ear pierced as a fashion, as maybe that fashion thing. So yeah, it's a conversation, but again, I think I don't like grouping things. I don't like groups in general. I think individualism is where I usually go with on most issues. So yeah.
Okay, all right, that's a very good answer. In my
Can I say
opinion,
something
very
really
good
quick?
answer.
Can I say something really quick?
Sure. Go ahead.
See, to take all of that we were talking about, and we weren't really actually talking about the actual act. We were talking about the pain. But do you know that I could say the same thing about somebody that want to bungee jump, the same thing about somebody that want to skydive or jump out of an airplane? Like, oh my goodness, that's mental illness. You
Well, I
know,
can
see,
guarantee you,
when you do
I am
that,
not
when you do
crazy.
that, when you do that, you're being dismissive. And see, that's what people do when they can't win an argument. They just automatically become dismissive. And that's sad. That's sad. I would never say that somebody had a mental illness because they got their wife or their husband's name on their arm. I wouldn't say that.
Well, I mean, I don't think that having a tattoo is a sign of of a
Well,
mental
that's what
illness. So
GP45 man wrote. I mean, GP man.
okay, all right. So hold on. So GP man, I know you said you were cooking. I'm still going to send you an invite out. So um, can you respond to Revolutionary Bro or type in the chat in terms of your comment about the mental illness thing? Okay, so he says that he can't join in now. So I understand because I don't think that people with tattoos and piercing is mental illness. I think self mutilation. I think there are some issues there.
But would
When
you
I take it as
compare?
far as mental illness, probably not necessarily.
All right, would you
So
compare tattoos and piercings to I mean to self mutilation?
no,
Because
I would not put those in the same
okay, exactly,
in the
exactly.
same category. No. So let's see. Shiley says I have no tattoos, but I don't think it's a mental illness.
Okay, and
So
so somebody agree with me.
Yeah,
okay.
I think
So
I think mental illness is a bit strong, but where I was going, or where GP was maybe going, was maybe confidence, like in your body. So you're maybe covering something up with a tattoo. That kind of leads into that kind of spectrum. and that's maybe a better way of saying it as well. Everything's on the spectrum. So if you was to take a test, which I'm sure there is nowadays, to find out how mentally ill you are, I think everyone could do it. You'd maybe be 1%, or you'd maybe be 99%, and then you would have a mental illness. But I think where he was going, or certainly I'm trying to justify his answer by saying that tattoos and piercings and things are maybe in that category of, have you possibly got a mental illness? And it might just be 1%, and I'm not saying, hopefully I've explained that better, or have I just made it worse?
No, I mean, no, you explained it. Thank you, Crucible Man, and thank you, Frankie, for the pod things and for the super chat. Thank you. Feisty One says, I agree that it is a mental illness, although I don't have any. Okay. Tattoos are something that I've never been interested in getting. It's just not something that I've ever wanted to do. I mean, when I was little, I got those tattoos you put on with water and then you wash off whatever. But in terms of, getting a permanent tattoo, that's not something that's ever interested me. And if people want to get them, then, that's, more power to them. And GP man, I'm kind of surprised that you said that, especially with tattoos, considering that you were in the military, and don't a lot of people who are in the military have tattoos. So Charlie says that she thinks that it's trendy. So, okay, Juju. Hello, my friend. Today, everyone, is Juju's birthday. So if we can all
Happy birthday.
say happy birthday to Juju. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And Feisty One is coming back in. And Juju.
Birthday, Juju.
This is for you. So, all right. So, okay. So I want to go back to my original question. Okay. No problem being late. You are the birthday girl today. Not a problem. Okay. So I want to go back to my original question. You guys, watch out. This is Juju's very first time speaking on the show. It is her first time. She's actually coming on. She is coming on the show. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Juju, are you coming on? You came on and then you popped off. Did I just scare you away? Shy Lady says history is being made. I think I scared her away. All right. So I want to go back to my original question. Has anyone here ever wanted, and I'm going to go back to the extreme sport thing again. Has anyone here ever wanted to do an extreme sport? They just haven't done it. Anybody?
Crickets.
I see that. Mm-hmm. Bahram, have you ever wanted to do an extreme sport?
No, I'm the furthest from an adrenaline junkie that you could get. I'm the opposite. I just want to be chilled.
Wow, you guys, I'm telling you, you guys definitely would not be my partner on the Amazing Race. you just no. Okay, Juju, I see you. Are you going to say something?
Yes, I wanted to do extreme skiing when I was in my 30s.
And
anyhow, I just did, regular skiing. I skied every winter month up in Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont for about 10 years.
So is there any particular reason why you didn't do the extreme skiing? Because you weren't good enough to do it, where you would hurt yourself, or you just didn't do it?
No, I would say I was like 30 and I was really too old at that particular time to do something like that. Am I still
I'm gonna
here?
say something, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. I'm not, the whole old thing, when you guys are saying you guys are too old, I mean, are you really? Because there are people in their 80s who are doing, extreme sports and what have you. So Stop saying you're too old.
No,
Stop
it's not
saying.
about it's not about being old in age. It's about being old and how you heal. Like, understand, like, if you play football, once you become 30 years old, they say you are on the wrong side.
Well, let me say this. My son was also skiing. Uh-huh. True.
Most people who do the extreme sports, they have been preparing for those types of sports as at about maybe
Hello.
5, 6 years old.
Juju, you are
So
still on, but you didn't say anything.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can see
Okay,
that.
Juju, did you want to continue or?
I know I did. No, I'm done. I'm listening to, was it Revolution that was speaking?
Okay, all right. Okay, bro, go on.
no, I was saying that people who do extreme sports, they start preparing some as young as 3 years old. And once they get maybe 15 or 16, you could put them in Kids Sports Illustrated because they ready for the world. But if you start preparing at 27, 28, 29 years, it's going to be a whole nother animal.
But bro,
It's
I'm
going to
not
be.
talking about
I I
where you're
agree with
preparing.
you.
But I'm not talking about preparing where you're going to, compete in the Olympics. I'm saying an extreme sport that you go out one Saturday with your girlfriend or with your, friend or your family, and you just do it, and then you come home and that's it. I'm just saying, just do it for one day.
Oh, even then, just say for instance, I jump out of an airplane at 30,000 feet, right? And I didn't do no real training. No, I wouldn't know when to push that button to make that parachute pop out. I don't know. It's people that
Okay,
been doing that before.
okay, bro. But people, I mean, first of all, you're not just going to go up in an airplane and then jump and then that's it. I mean, you do. I mean, and I can say this because I've been skydiving a couple of times. You have to go through a class. They go through this whole thing with you. Someone is either you're doing tandem where you're jumping with someone else, or even if you jump by yourself, you're still jumping with someone else. They're not just going to say, okay, jump, whatever. You have to you are like preparing and going through, you're there at least
You're there at
4 hours before you even get into the plane. So they're just not going to say jump.
Oh, because some people they might just push out the plane and be like, "Okay, Geronimo."
Well, no, you're
I don't
not
know how that works.
going to do that. I mean, even
Okay.
when I go whitewater rafting, one thing they want to know is, do you know how to swim? And if someone says no, it's like, okay, then everyone has to have on the life jacket. But the people who can't swim, they are literally like surrounded by experienced people who can swim. That if something happens, they're going to be the first ones in the water to go after you, whatever. But usually, people who can't swim don't do stuff like whitewater rafting. So you know so I'm not talking about where you have to, prepare for the Olympics. I'm just saying, is there something that you guys ever want to do outside of the norm that you just did it for one day? That was my question, and I get crickets, and I get crickets. But Juju, I have to say, I am just tickled pink. I don't know if it's because it's your birthday today, but you are actually talking. Yes.
Yes,
So
I
thank
am.
you, thank you for that. So
And I am at the pool.
I can tell
Yeah,
you are at the pool because I hear the
there's an
echo.
echo.
Yes,
Yeah,
I can hear the
sorry.
echo. That's fine. That's fine because I know you like your pool time. So and she says, thank you everyone for my birthday wishes. You are so welcome. So
No
okay,
problem.
so again, this show has gone in so many different directions. So does anybody just want to say anything? Because I don't even have a topic anymore. Does anybody want to say? So So let's see. Crucible Man says either you're a risk taker in life or you're not. Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. Some people take risks, some people don't. You know, I always like to put my toe into the water and feel, is it going to get bitten off, or can I go ahead and jump? I mean, I look at it like this: life is short, and I never wanted to be. When we used to go on vacations, my mom used to always say, whatever you're going to do, do it now, do it when you have your health, because you don't want to be the person, when you would go on vacations and you see the person that's in the wheelchair or the walker. And she says, you don't want to get to the point where you're that person and you never did what you wanted to do. You never, you know, um, tried some of the things that you really want to try. So she always would say to us, you better do it while you have your health. And again, I'm 59 years old. I am healthy, and I am just, I will, pretty much try anything. I will not go bungee jumping because I must say that scares me. But for a lot of other stuff, I would love to do it. So,
But Solid Blue Sister, can I say something really quick?
sure.
Listen, Solid Blue Sister, whoever said that there is nothing to fear but fear itself must have been a strong proponent of population control. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of people that acted as there was nothing to fear, they went out there and they died. You know how many people attempted to bungee jump and the core broke? You know how many people went to skydive and they pulled their parachute and it didn't come out or it got tangled up? Like,
I mean, okay, bro. Okay, so wait. Okay, have people died bungee jumping? Yes. Have people died skydiving? Yes. But how many people get into their car every single day, going to work, going to the market, whatever, and they get hit by a car or whatever, and they don't make it home?
You're absolutely right, because they say it's nothing to fear but fear itself. So when you got out and went into your car and turned that key, you didn't know that it was a drunk driving 4 blocks away that was eventually going to meet up with you and cause your demise. Like, we never know what's around the corner. So
Right.
my thing is,
Right.
most of the things I do, I like to be on the ground when I do. I'm a risk taker when it comes to finance, academics, and everything else. But I don't want to take too many risks up in the air because
Okay,
we
all right,
ain't
okay,
never.
no, okay, that is fair, but I will say this: I live in a two-story house. I have literally walked down the stairs and have slipped on my stairs too many times to count, where I have fallen flat on my ass. Who's to say that the next time I don't slip and fall, that I don't
Damn.
break my neck in my own home?
You know what? That's why we might have to start sitting down on the steps. You know, the Bible says, out of the mouth of babes, we might have to start sitting down and going down the steps on our butts like the babies do. Listen,
Oh, good Lord. I mean,
listen.
bro,
Oh my
do you
God.
even want to, do you ever want to leave your house? Seriously, do you live in a bubble?
No, I'm not Michael Jackson. Listen, I'm not Michael, but I understand. See, I
Oh,
understand that I can die, but all I'm saying is I ain't in no rush to die. Like, if I think that something will make me die faster than something else, I might not do that thing that might make me die faster. I kind of weigh my options.
all right. So I'm looking at these comments, and Feisty One, living your best life. Both Shy Lady and Juju are laughing. Shy Lady apparently is cracking up, and Shy Lady, I'm going to give you the mic. Say something because
Now you know how I feel about the skydiving situation. I know you've done that. I have no. I'm like Revolutionary Girl.
let's take the sky diving off. But come on, where he just said about going down the steps like a child. Come on.
That was
So that
hilarious.
was, so
That
that
was
was
truly
just
hilarious.
That was Dave Chappelle.
So okay, so Shy Lady, what is the most risk that you will do or you have taken?
um, it might not be a risk to you guys, but it was a risk to me. We took our youngest son to Disney World a couple of years ago, and because the other older ones had been a couple of years ago, they have this ride. It's some kind of interactive ride where you like flying through the sky or whatever, virtually, obviously. And that thing, it said if you were a certain age or you could possibly have some heart issues or something with on this ride. And I kid you not, that was the worst ride I have ever been to in my life. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. It was awful, but my kids thought it was hilarious. But that's the most risk I would take. That was sky
So
for
was
real.
it a
It
ride that
was
made
so
you feel
fast.
like
It
you
was
were
going so
like
fast.
falling out of the sky or something? Because you said that it was virtual.
Yeah, you're strapped. You're strapped all up like you are on a mission. It was some kind of rocket. It was some kind of a rocket kind of thing. You're all strapped in, and you're just like moving really, really, really fast. It's tossing you. It's turning you. You're like going all kinds of ways, and it was rough. And I was like, never again, never ever again. There's just things I won't do. I went to the Dominican Republic this past summer, and I don't want to do the ATVs. I because working in the insurance business, I've seen too many people have accidents in those, and I don't think there's any seat belts in those, so I wouldn't even take the risk. I'm just not a risk taker.
Okay. All right. Feisty one, you want to say something? Is she still here?
I'm here.
Feisty one, you
So
want to say something?
I would just say, I think, um, like Shy Lady, I analyze the risk. There are, as I was listening to the conversation, there are things that I would try. Um, but maybe, like bro, the things that I'm willing to try are more grounded. Like,
That's it.
I don't understand why you'd be afraid to run with bulls. That's on the ground. Just make sure you outrun them. Shit, I don't know.
I just
Um,
if I'm too slow.
Well,
You
that's
gotta.
that's the whole thing. Running with the bulls, like you had typed in the chat, you could run away from them, but running with them. If I'm running, down the street, and I've seen these. I mean, we've all seen it, and you're running, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes this bull with these horns, whatever.
haul ass.
Okay, okay, good point. Good point. All right. So, Balaram, do you want to add to this crazy show? This has been a crazy show today. Do you want to add anything?
I don't think I'm any use in this conversation.
I don't think I'm any use in this conversation.
No,
So,
but you gotta
No, as I
love
said,
it.
I like to play golf. That's about
go. Okay.
a nice calm sport.
Calm
Very low.
sport. Okay, but
Yeah.
you can get hit in the head
Well,
with a
yeah,
golf ball.
that's true.
Okay, so I'm just saying that there's
But
in
that's
everything
probably.
that you do, there is a risk because something can happen. You never know. It's those what they call a freak accident. Anything can happen.
But
So,
but
bro, I know you want to say something. What do you want to say?
chances the chances of a grand marquis piano falling out the window on your head is so slim. Listen, you know
Where do
that
you
the
come up
only
with this shit? I mean,
no
seriously, where do you
no because you said freak accidents. So I would rather take my chance of that piano. Do you know that when an
I mean,
airplane
bro, come on. I mean, your chance of getting hit in the head with a golf ball is more likely than a grand piano falling out of the window and falling on your head.
you see,
Come
but
on
you
now.
not no because for real, even if somebody plays golf that bad, just stand behind them when they go to swing and not close enough to get hit with the ball because the ball would never come backwards. It will only go forward. So that'll take you out of the range of the ball hitting you upside your head. But for real, uh, you know, my thing is this:
Oh,
if we are going to take some risks, right? It got to be a serious reward at the end of a high risk, because that's what people take high risk for, the reward. Now, if somebody was offering me $20 million to bungee jump, I might not even care if the rope breaks. Long as they have a bed down there so I can land on that, and that just be my resting place. Leave me alone. But if there ain't no money involved, I don't see the
Okay,
reason
so
for the
then
risk.
okay, so then let me ask you this. I'm going to bring up the military. So people who join the military, are they taking an unnecessary risk, or is the reward helping their country? What about people who join the military?
That, that could be a reward, wanting to defend their country, and it depends on what your interest is. Say, for instance, I had a father that was an oil mogul, and he was heavily vested in the Middle East. I wouldn't mind joining the military because I would be going over there not only defending my country, but at the same time defending my future oil interests. But if I ain't have too much involved, I would be dragging my feet to join the military. I would be dragging. How many of you feel the same? Did y'all drag your feet to join the military, or did y'all not join at all?
Well, as a woman, I had no wish to join the military. I can't answer for anyone else.
Okay.
So I had no wish to do that. So no, no. You know, this show has just been funny.
I love this
Just,
show. I love
this,
this show.
thank you,
Now,
thank you.
Blue, you are a hell of a host. I'm telling you, you are a hell of a host. I
Well,
love it.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just get on every day and see what people have to say. But this show, I mean, when I say my show takes different directions, this show was up, down, sideways, upside your head, not upside your head. I don't even know what the hell we're even talking about anymore. So, but Juju, I am tickled pink that you actually came on and said something. And again, I'm just going to
Thank
attribute it
you.
to your birthday. So happy birthday
Yeah,
again to you, my friend. Does
thank
anyone
you.
else have anything else that they want to say? Juju, do you want to have any last words?
Not at this moment. I'm good.
Okay. Bahram, do you have any last words?
No, just thanks again. I love your show and continue because this is just great. I love how it challenges, certainly myself anyway, to just think about things and how you come up with the topics of your show. It just amazes me because they're good.
Well, thank you, and I'm gonna tell you something. For this particular show, I came up with the topic of this show, and do not laugh at me. I was watching my three sons, and one of the lines in the show was talking about dreams and stuff, and I put it in my phone. I always, whenever I think of something, I put it in my phone. This is going to be a topic. This is how this show came about by watching an episode of my three sons. So, okay, let me see. Bro, I'm coming to you, but I'm coming to you last. Feisty one, do you have anything you want to say? Any parting words?
Nothing for me. This has been entertaining.
I'm glad we're able to entertain. Shy lady, any last words from you, my friend?
Question: was it Ernie who came up with that idea for my three sons?
No, actually, it was Chip, and it was
Oh, it
one of
was
the
Chip.
yeah, it was one of the old black and white shows. I think like
Oh, okay.
from '64 or something. Yeah, yeah.
Love those old shows.
Ernie was not one of my favorite ones. He got on my nerve, but that's but that's another topic. So, revolutionary bro, what do you want to say?
I'm just glad to hear that somebody is watching my three sons in 2021. That's just got me. But understand this: the way that you came up with your topic is very creative, and I commend you for that, because a lot of people can't find their topics here nor there. It got to be something specific, and the fact that you can play with topics like that makes you a genius.
Well, I don't know about that, but thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I have to give a shout out to Crucible Man. I know it was killing you that you were not able to say anything today for whatever reason, but I will be back tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow, and we are going to talk about what Shy Lady brought up a couple weeks ago: arranged marriages. Arranged marriages. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. So do you all
Love it.
agree with them or not? So Crucible Man says my head is about to explode from not talking. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it is because I know you like to talk. So, all right, guys. I'm done. That's all I've got. I ain't. Not I don't. I ain't got nothing else. So.
That's what's up.
So on that note, speak your truth. I'm Solid Blue Sister. This is my turn to talk. It's been fun. It's been real. And I truly hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.
You.
Juju, girl, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much. And just so you guys know, Juju and I are friends off the show. So I talked to her. We talk on the phone and what have you, but she finally came on the show and said something. So, yes, thank you.
Thank you.
But again, I know
Love
you like.
you.
I love you too. I know you like that pool time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. I will. Thank you, everyone.
Bro, I don't know what to say about you. Oh, bro is gone. Okay. So feisty one.
So,
Oh
Yes.
boy, I'm just today
This
was
has been funny.
this has been funny. This was a weird show today. Weird,
It
funny,
was a
and
little different. Happy birthday, Juju. I hope you have a spectacular day.
thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
oh, good lord, good lord. So maybe I should just do a show where okay, everybody, just what do you want to talk about?
You should try
Oh,
it and see where it leads the group.
you know what? I think I might do that next Thursday. I think my next Thursday show will be I'll call it what's the topic, and we can just bring up different topics and talk about a whole bunch of crap. So, but bro, I see you are still on, and I just have to say, you made me giggle today. You made me giggle, and just so you know, I was sitting here shaking my head. But anyway, okay,
I
y'all,
sent
that's
you
it.
flowers, Solid Blue.
I see that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
Thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Yes. Bye. Bye, everyone.